So I'm generally a very optimistic guy, but when it comes to marketing, I'm usually very pessimistic. And someone just asked me recently, like, Eric, you're so negative when it comes to marketing. Everything you do is negative. It's not helpful. Well, kind of, but it's because there's a lot of bullshit out there, and there's a lot of things that do not work, and there's a lot of marketing experts that go through the motions that other people go through, and they're taught do it like this, and just here's how you structure a marketing company. And people go through these motions that maybe were great 10 years ago or a couple of years ago, or that are totally outdated now and they're irrelevant, they don't work, or maybe they never worked at all, but they applied it to a different industry and it worked great in that industry, but is worthless for the industry that you're trying to relate it to. Yet people still do it, clients apparently still buy it, and all this crap out there I see on social media of people trying these different approaches, most of it is complete bullshit and doesn't do a thing. I got into it with this girl I posted something about hashtags. I don't know if you guys saw my post on hashtags, but I just don't get it for the bar and restaurant industry. Hashtags have their place in other industries, absolutely. They work great in other fields. But for a bar or a restaurant, a local place, a mom and pop place, a place with one location or a couple locations in one city, they do not work. You have to be very, very creative. A buddy of mine showed me one that worked in his local area, and it was genius. It was a very simple one. That one example I saw worked. Other than that one example, it's almost always worthless. And then people say, well, it's free, who cares? What if they don't do anything? It makes you look uneducated. It makes the business not look that good. In my opinion, it looks spammy as hell. When you've got come see us and then 50 hashtags, it just looks like a gigantic promotion advertisement. Just come buy our stuff and blah 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 blah. Our snake oil is best. And that's how I see it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, enough with the hashtags. So anyway, I get into it with this girl, and she keeps defending these methods that are really outdated or that apply to a completely different industry. And one of her examples was, well, hashtag happy hour works great. And I said, okay. I actually did a video 2 years ago talking about how much I hate hashtags. And that was my example. Hashtag happy hour is absolutely worthless. And the reason why is, and I tested it. I said, okay, you say that's a great hashtag for a bar and restaurant. Which bar and restaurant did you use this on? She told me her client, these guys. I just used it. Just 10 minutes ago. Great, cool. Let me find it. I get on Instagram, which, by the way, Facebook hashtags are absolutely, completely worthless. Instagram, yes, you could make it work if you're a bar and restaurant. Other industries in Instagram, great. The hashtags are awesome. But for this, let's use the example of Instagram. So I get on Instagram. I do a hashtag search for happy hour. What do I see? I see posts from around the entire country, the entire world. I see posts in Thailand, in Brazil, in Europe, everywhere across the world is using this hashtag happy hour. It's so saturated. There's so many of them. I saw a few in California, a few across the country. I didn't see, I'm scrolling back, and I'm going back for a long time, and I'm taking about a half an hour to do this. And I'm going and looking at them and keep going, and most of the content sucked, as it does. And I did not see one single hashtag in the state she was from. Sorry, not one single post with that hashtag in the state she was from, nor the state I'm in. So if I'm a customer and I'm searching for that hashtag, what's the chances of me seeing a post from a relevant business, bar, restaurant, that I could walk in, that's in my state, that's in my city, that has something relevant I want to look at, that has good content, that I'm in the mood for, and I'm ready to eat right now? The percentage that's going to work to get somebody in the door is staggeringly shitty. So, just an example. Yes, I'm very pessimistic about all these approaches that people talk about, that I'm just shaking my head like, man, you could test out your own theories. The hashtag happy hour girl, she could have tested it out. She could have done exactly what I did. Tested out her own theory to prove to herself that it works. But people do not do that. They say, well, I learned from this person and they told me hashtag happy hour. That's what I'm going to do. That's my new best friend. So nobody ever tests out results. To bring anybody in the door, Impressions, great. Likes, great. Comments, great. Don't care. Did it bring someone in the door? That's the one thing that every marketing person seems to forget, almost every marketing person, is that it doesn't mean shit unless the guy walks in the door as a direct result of what you did to get him in there. So what I do is search engine optimization, reputation management, things that I can directly measure. Somebody finding a business on Google, somebody looking for, say, a restaurant. They found a client of mine. They asked for directions, someone who hasn't been there before, someone who doesn't know how to get there. They're not a regular. They found them, asked for directions, walked in the door. It's 100% measurable, but not many things are. It's not the marketer's fault that it isn't measurable. Some things just inherently are not measurable. Nothing you can do. But the stuff that is measurable is what I focus on, because I like results. I like somebody walked in the door because of what I did. So, probably not the last pessimistic video you're going to see on Marketing People. So anyway, I hope this helps. And if you're paying somebody to do your social media, have them show you measurable results, measurable people walking in the door, not impressions. Thank you.